Getting back to membership, a special community meeting on membership and residency has been called for Wednesday, October 12th. This is going to be at the Kahnawake Legion Hall. Now, this is something separate from the CDMP and the law as it stands. This is a general meeting. There was one a couple of years ago that was attended by over 300 community members. We'll see what the turnout will be this time around. Chief KahnawakeTV, who is the membership portfolio chief, explains.
We were looking to organize a special community meeting on membership and residency. We had one about 2 years ago. It was very well attended. We packed the Knights of Columbus, so this time around we're looking to have it probably at the Legion. And there's a lot going on in the community with regard to, the amendments to the present membership law, or as we're changing the name to the Kahnawake of Kahnawake law. We have a lot of updates regarding the letters of non-entitlement that have gone out throughout the summer. We also want to propose a residency law. We want the community to be aware of the rationale and reasons why we think this is important. And we'll be doing a PowerPoint presentation showing the difference between registration of status Indians, which Canada has control of, and how Kahnawake is trying to assert our jurisdiction and self-determination by the Kahnawake registry through the current membership law. So it's always a part of the education process. We feel that Chief and Council needs to continuously update the community on this contentious issue in our community. We know there's a lot of differing opinions and perspectives out there, but it's important that people see what we're trying to do in terms of getting control of who lives here and who's a part of this community. I feel that there's still community members who get upset about, well, why does so-and-so have a band card and who is this person? They don't realize that the band cards are not administered and means you're on the KKR. Anybody who's a status Indian across Canada has a band card. There's 960,000 Indians in Canada. And the problem that arises is that Canada recognizes a certain number of people as Mohawks of Kahnawake, and we know that there's a large portion of them that we'll never recognize because we feel that as Kahnawake and as Kahnawake Hironu, we should have the right to determine who our people are, and it shouldn't be dictated to us by Canada. So there's a requirement and a necessity for the community to see this, what the distinction is, and how we're trying to get control of who could be here, because at this point, there's a perception that anybody who has a band card and under the Indian Act legally can live here, and we're trying to get control of that. And that's why a residency law is paramount with these changes and amendments to the Indian Act coming, which is what Deschanel is. If anybody heard about C3, McIver, those were amendments to the Indian Act that tried to rectify the sexist application of the Indian Act. As many are aware, our Native women lost their rights when they married out. So when they were trying to rectify that, a whole slew of people got added. And in this recent court decision, they said, well, you didn't go far enough, so now you even have to go further. I think through this last council term, myself and Arlene as the membership portfolio chief said that we're not going to take our foot off the gas with regard to this issue. It's going to stay in the forefront, and we've done a good job. I think in 2010, when we started the letters of non-entitlement, there was probably about 90 to 100 non-natives living in the community, and we'll give an update on just how this letter campaign has had an impact and what the community has been doing about it. There's an understanding in this community that, we're trying to keep Kahnawake for the benefit and use of our people of Kahnawake, and it promotes our culture, our language, and, if we were to open up the floodgates, the ethnocultural erosion, and who knows if there would be a community tight-knit of families and culture and language. If we just allowed it, we would probably end up just like any other municipality.